Younger me would be so excited for this moment right now. I have the all-wheel drive four-rotor in the garage, and then I have this sitting in the driveway. It looks like something I would never buy. A brand new C8 Corvette 2020. It's the 3LT package, Z51, everything on it. It's just turned over 500 miles. In fact, I've got the beautiful moment right here. So we just hit 499. The good old Michigan roads suck. You know, I've been dying for this moment for the last 2.5 years. And it looks like I'm actually going to end up breaking that number right in front of my old shop in Monroe. This car gets insane gas mileage. 500, there we are. I didn't get a change in my... Nothing happened. Maybe. Oh, okay, well, that was lame. That was taken from me. We're at 500 miles. Maybe it's 501? 501 came and passed. Oh, there we go. There we go. It did it. That is so... Oh, man. I have a whole tachometer. I'm using the whole thing. 6,500 RPM. I'm not ashamed by that. That's a pretty healthy number. So it's not like the Z06 that's going to, of course, rev to the moon. But there we go, guys. 501, it switched over. I was able to go to the Hot Wheels event with the car, and we had some fun in the parking lot. Well, not the normal person's definition of fun. She's looking beautiful, but oh my. Yeah, she was pouring it out. A, we can refill it, but B, I hope it's just a hose or something along those lines. We'll find out.
That's right. A turbo rotary. Yeah. You can take it off your hat now. Yeah. We are going into the Walmart that's hosting this event to get coolant. 520 miles on it, and it's broken.
Oh, you're really in Walmart for this?
Yeah. This is where it's at. Valen. These new packaging, it's just beautiful. But we're gonna go ahead with Dex Cool, GM approved. I would prefer to be using like something I know for sure is gonna work. Coolant, but I just don't want to start mixing stuff. But we're gonna need tons because the car is leaking it. So we'll start here, and then tools. Well, there's the jacks. Yeah, so we might need to get a jack, take the tire off, and take the wheel arch out.
It's gonna save us $20 at Walmart, guys.
Yep.
$20.
There's no Milwaukee set, but it'll do.
We got the jack, got the hand tools, coolant. Everyone's leaving for the show except us. Yeah.
Yeah.
Quit trying to steal stuff, man.
There you go. Excuse me?
Yeah. Him.
Yeah.
Oh,
God. The wrong door, so.
Thank you, man.
Have a good day.
You too.
And here we go. This is definitely a throwback to everything that started the channel.
Okay. Was I right about the torques? I was right about the torques. Get in there nice and deep.
Yeah, right?
Oh yeah, there's one right here.
Aren't you like 10 hitting one?
Yeah, there always is.
Oh, making progress.
Yeah. So lately you may have seen me wearing more hats, and that's mostly to protect my forehead from all the UV rays. But you know what works even better than a hat? Having hair. You know, I talk about before and after. This is actually really funny. That is me. It was a billboard we had years ago, and quite frankly, here, look at, that's me at like 25. The hairline's not that much different. You could see that the shape was already taking place, and that's when I started becoming aware of it. But look at that. That's honestly pretty impressive, because that guy right there, my younger brother, he didn't fare so well. The proof is in the billboard put it. I was reading up on research about mustaches and beards, and that's another thing for having facial hair, is that it helps protect your skin from UV. So having more hair has some serious benefits other than just the vanity that I personally enjoy. Now, thanks to you-know-who, thanks to Keeps, that's all possible. 2 out of every 3 men by the age of 35 experience some form of male pattern baldness. And that's where it starts to crawl back here, maybe even here, but definitely on the very top. And I saw the hints of that coming. So I focused on prevention. Something that's really impressive about Keeps is that you have a lot of solutions for preventing hair loss. You can also regrow hair. You can do both at the same time. And all of that information is on Keeps' website. So if you're interested in keeping that bonus UV protection from the top of your scalp, go to keeps.com/RobDahm to get 50% off of your first order. That is KEEPS.com/RobDahm.
Hey!
It's a lot better than what I did to Fuel Tex. Sorry, Anderson.
You'll see right up here, these are the coolant lines to that rear radiator. It's all wet right in here.
So looking like, oh.
Whatever this, yeah, whatever's going on right here.
That's the source, eh?
Yeah. Here, this clamp just seems like it's not all the way to the edge. So I'm trying to get some leverage on it, because these things are, there we go.
I was successfully able to kind of rotate and move that clip closer to the edge. So I feel good about that. We're gonna go ahead and fill it back up with coolant and start the car, let it get up to operating temperature, which sucks because if we have to work on it, it's gonna be hot. But we have to watch to see if it's gonna leak. Let's see how good my pour is.
Just dump all over the place, just recklessly. Oh, a short game isn't that bad,
That's
folks.
right. Yeah, precision where it counts.
Time to circulate this baby. So far, so good.
So far, so good.
So what's going on? So we filled
so
it, right?
I filled it over, and it's peeing out of this hole, which is the fill tank. So I think I overfilled it, because that's not where it was leaking from earlier. Oops. There's the problem. That's the problem right there, is that middle hose is leaking. So we're gonna shut the car off and figure that out. There's this like pressure type thermostat looking thing, and then there's this O-ring here that's inside of that weird plastic connector that's held in by like a C-clamp type thing. So I'm gonna clean this off, clean the edges of this flange off. So here's the connector that's leaking.
Ah.
And I messed with this back years ago when we first got the car. So this is technically all me causing this one.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah, me either. We're gonna need a new piece. It snapped.
Ah.
This is a bad design. I do not like this design. Maybe I can just completely eliminate that?
Just delete it and just straight pipe it to each other.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it's meant to control the flow to this radiator, so it doesn't all go to this radiator. We're gonna see if it starts to leak from here. I took this thing out of there because it was pressing so hard against all the plastic. Unfortunately, it was making it very hard for me to reinstall the thing. Now that I know that it's the key, there's a keyway on that, we'll get the new one in. But for now, I have the one that's broken in there, and I was able to get it to work.
This is the broken one, guys.
Yeah.
So you know.
It's definitely not leaking like it was. It's not fixed properly because A, that one's broken, and B, we don't have this in there, but it's fixed. So we're gonna go ahead and slap the wheel well back on and get the hell out of Dodge. Dearborn. It is, I think, fixed, patched for now. This is the best work I've ever done in a Walmart parking lot. But really, it's always good to be reminded of where you came from, even if it's a brand new under warranty car. And I've never owned a car this nice before. I have the Dickies shirt, the mustache, and I really am. I've turned into a man.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you so much.
That's awesome.
Now that that's all over, it is almost time for me to fly back to Michigan one more time. I talked with the guys at Mob Steel over at the Hot Wheels event, and the Lincoln Continental project is definitely happening. That's a go. And so I'm going to be flying back to LA to get everything ready, get Isaiah, Joel, everybody all planned out, and then fly back here and continue making the Continental capable of towing the 4-rotor back to LA. Now this will be like a support vehicle, even though it's absolutely useless as such. We'll see what happens.